course it is.
No, come on.
The 21st fucking century.
Try and sit like a lady.
Me too.
It's lovely to see you.
I think you might be Scottish.
Whatever gave it away.
I don't know.
Well, now I need to say there's been a murder. I feel like I need to get...
Yes.
Otherwise, people are going to ask for it. I love a murder mystery series, and I love this. Thank you for welcoming me into the world. I feel like I'm part of the show right now. How does it feel when something that's just been once a thought in your imagination comes to life like this, and then also you get to continue it with a season 2?
Fantastic. Obviously, it's been amazing, the response, and it's obviously I've been lucky enough to have a lot of my stuff happen, but sometimes when a whole world you've conceived is kind of transplanted into everybody else's living rooms, it's still amazing, still a sort of pinch me thing, really, and the response to the first series was amazing, and now series 2 is imminent, and series 3 and a Christmas special are happening, so it's fantastic.
Well, I can see why, because the show's so good. Listen, I am a woman of a witchy disposition. I love the woo-woo. I love all of that. I love it. And I love the supernatural element in the show. But what interests me the most is that apparently you don't really believe in that, but you write about it a lot, though.
I'm obsessed with it, but we did a very funny press thing a few weeks ago, and Polly and Connor were talking about their fear of Ouija boards and seance, and I just sat there for a while just in order to say it's all nonsense.
You think so, really?
Of course it is.
No, come on.
The 21st fucking century.
No, I do believe in all that. I feel like I was definitely burnt at the stake back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Why do you write about it then if you don't believe in it?
It's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's also fascinating the way that people are duped to this day. Looking at you, but I love it. Oh, I love ghosts, particularly. Ghosts are my favorite things, but it's there's something in it. I do think there's something in it, something psychological, something possibly physical, but it's not the dead. No.
I feel like me and you could have a great chat about astrology and tarot cards.
Oh, don't get me started on astrology.
Listen, honestly, another time.
If you get a crystal out, I'm walking.
I'm wearing them. Look, I've got them on.
What's that lovely place in Edinburgh? Is it the Witchery? Mm-hmm. I love that place.
We're very witchy. We always say they've got the witchy about them in Scotland. We always say that we're quite like that.
I quite like woo-woo, though.
Well, listen, if you want any woo-woo consultant in the next series...
What is woo-woo and witchy?
Woo, yeah, like witchy, like somebody that believes in the tarot and, the spiritual side and all that.
An idiot.
You said it. Listen, me and you, after this, we're going to go for a coffee and we're going to have a great discussion.
Okay.
But listen, I also like to identify as a find-outologist. I have a PhD in find-outology, so I'm the person that people will find things out for. So if someone comes to me and says, I only know his first name, I'll find everything out.
Like a human Google.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Well, this is what I want to ask you. What makes a good detective? What makes somebody a good find-outologist?
Well, it depends on their speciality, doesn't it? I mean, Sherlock Holmes obviously casts a very large shadow, quite rightly. And the idea of deducing things from people's physical appearance or their habits, it all comes from Conan Doyle. But he based it on a real person. His teacher, Joseph Bell, who was able to identify what was wrong with people just by looking at them. And I've always found that absolutely fantastic. And I love the idea of that. There's a bit in series 2, which is really about how people wear a groove into their life by their habits. And we all do that, You often, you go to the same shop for this, that, and the other. And it's a bit like wearing down your shoes. It creates a pattern that someone else can interpret. I've always found that very interesting. But everyone can really do it to some degree. I think that's what's exciting about it. You look at someone and think, could I? Well, I remember once years ago, we never did this for Sherlock, but it was a really good clue. Stephen Moffat and myself were at an awards do. He said casually, and someone came in and kissed me on the cheek, and their face was cold, and I said, you started smoking again, haven't you? And it's stuff like that. I went, oh, that's what you want, isn't it? And they'd promised everyone they'd given up, but I knew they'd nipped out for a cheeky fag.
Can't get anything by you, can you?
Oh.
Do you know what I also love about this series? I love the fact that there's a Lavender marriage in it as well, because we don't really get to see that a lot on screen. Why did you want to incorporate that?
Well, it's unusual, and also I was very interested in the idea of what it meant for what it would mean for someone like Gabriel Book at that time, and that, you know, a lot of people did do it. Charles Lawton and Elsa Lanchester, very famously. Usually, it was actually two gay people. It was a gay woman and a gay man. But in this instance, it's a gay man and a straight woman who live independent lives. But it's a kind of safe harbour for them, you know. And we see a bit more in series 2 about the pressures of that, but also the dangers of the world around the bookshop.
Have you had quite a lot of people resonating with that and talking to you about that element of the
I
show?
had some lovely conversations. I mean, it's interesting, you know, over the years, especially talking to older gay people when I was younger, you get such a extraordinary reflection of what it was like. But also people's experiences are always different. It's not all one way, you know. I remember talking to one, very particular memory when I first moved to London, and going to what I thought was a very sophisticated party, and there was this wonderful old queen there, and he was sort of holding court, you know. In my imagination, he has a purple cigarette, and he said, you know, it was never the same after they made it legal, you know. And I love, it was different, it was exciting. Like the war was a very exciting time for people because it liberated some of the blackout, you know. But then somebody else might have had a very difficult closeted experience, never quite was able to, too frightened, and quite rightly so. So it's sort of trying to reflect that range of experiences, really.
Well, listen, I absolutely love this show, and I am available to consult on the woo-woo-ness of season 3. So
I'm going to call one Revenge of the Woo Woo, and then give you a call.
Revenge of the woo-woo.
Good, isn't it?
That's good. See, this is why you're so good at what you do. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.